Thank you so much for joining us on Agri News. Welcome to today's bulletin. I'm Esther Gishuki. On today's top story, as a strategy towards arresting the runaway insecurity and other retrogressive and oppressive cultural practices, members of the community in Tiati constituency in Baringo County have donated a 15-acre piece of land to well-wishers with a view to drilling and developing permanent water points. According to community leaders, the decision to change and give out land was informed by the need to change and empower lives in the area. It is hoped that the establishment of the project will go a long way towards curbing cattle rustling, which is caused by fights over pasture and other resources such as water.
Tunajua hii mambo ya kama hii kushatoa maji, kuna vitu vingi tutafanya. Hasa tutafunza watu wetu jinsi ya kusurvive. Si mambo ya wanyama tena. Kuna mambo ya irrigation, kuna mambo ya watu kujua jinsi ya si mambo ya kwenda kuiba. Unajua shida kuiba ni ile tu, hakuna fikiri idleness, hakuna kitu unafanya. Sasa hiyo wamekata makaa, watu wanasema ati msikate makaa. Akata the only economic activity, hakuna kitu kingine wanafanya hapa. Just idle. So wakati hii mradi ilikuja tulifurahia sana.
Na hii mradi tuliomba ili child welfare atusaidie kwa mambo ambaye tumeona kwa area hii. Area hii ni iko na shida mingi. Shida mingi. Kwanza watoto. Hapa bado iko nyuma kwa mambo yote. Bado wanatahiri watoto. Bado wanalazimisha watoto kuolewa na wasee mwaka 60. Kwa hivyo tukaomba ili hao watu wakuje kuokoa hao watu. Tena kuna umaskini area hii. Ndio tukaomba, tukaandika application na wakatujibia, na community walitoa land hii ili hao watu wakuje kujenga. Tukapeana 15 acres.
Sugarcane farmers from the Western Sugar Belt have lamented over the delay of the Western Sugar Task Force. The report was supposed to revive the country's sugar sector and spur development in the cane-producing areas. The leaders have also shown their dissatisfaction with the government on the zoning policy, which limits them to deliver cane to specific mills. The leaders are faulting Kakamega Governor Wycliffe Oparanya, who is the co-chair of the task force, for faking public participation. They now want the president to intervene.
Ndiyo hali ilivyo katika mtaa wa Shibale kule Mumias katika kaunti ya Kakamega. Huku mkutano wa BBI ukiendelea katika uga wa Buhungu, Mumias, viongozi ambao mkutano wao uliharamishwa na polisi kwa sababu za kiusalama, walikuwa na wakati mgumu kujaribu kuzungumza na wafuasi wao. Katika uwanja wa Bomani ambako mkutano huo ulifaa kufanyika, walinda usalama walishika doria yeyote asiingie ndani ya uwanja huo.
Tumeweka mkakati ya kutosha na we are equal to the task. Ile tu we should not have running battle with them. Tutawaeleza tu kwa upole, watawanyike na watafute siku ingine. Na wakitafuta siku, tutawapatia permit na tutawapatia askari ya kuchunga hiyo mkutano. Jambo.
Kilomita 15 kutoka katika uwanja huu, viongozi waliopanga mkutano huu wa kutetea haki za wakulima wa miwa na pia kujadili hali ya kiwanda cha sukari cha Mumias wakipata nafasi ya kuwahutubia wananchi.
Wakulima wanateseka, ndio sababu tulikusanyika kama viongozi, tuende tuangalie receiver manager amefikia wapi. Lakini ya kusababisha ya kwamba tumefungiwa mkutano wetu wa kupigania wakulima. wameruhusu mkutano ya kwenda kupiga siasa.
Nataka kupeana onyo kwa Raila ya kwamba yeye si mmoja ya jamii ya Waluya. Huwa anajitanganya kila wakati akisema ati yeye ni Mkikuyu na Bongo. Hawezi kuwa Mkikuyu na Bongo na Mumias Sugar ianguke na yeye ndio alisababisha hata Mumias kuanguka.
Mutazuia mkutano, lakini hamwezi mkazuia fikra za wakulima wa miwa, hamwezi mkazuia fikra za wakulima wa mahindi, hamwezi mkazuia fikra za wakulima wote wa mkoa wetu huu wa Magharibi.
So swali sisi tunauliza serikali yetu, hawa 300 polisi ambao wamedeployiwa Mumias hawangeliweza kusimamia mambo ya usalama kwa hizi mikutano miwili?
Lakini hata baada ya kuamua kuwa hawatafanya mkutano wao, viongozi hao walikuwa na wasiwasi, huku kukiwa na madai kuwa mbunge wa Mumias Mashariki Benjamin Washiali alikuwa ametekwa nyara na watu wasiojulikana, na kwa hivyo wakafululiza hadi katika stesheni ya polisi ya Shanda.
Ndio sababu tumechukua hatua, hatujakuja kwa ubaya wowote, tumekuja kwa kisheria, tunataka tu kujua mwenzetu ako wapi.
Na baadaye kuelekea kwake mbunge huyo, huku polisi wakizidi kushika doria na kufuatilia mienendo ya wanasiasa hawa. Mkutano wao umeahirishwa hadi wiki ijayo.
Livestock keepers in Merile area of Marsabit County have now embraced a new way of determining the right price for their animals using a weighing scale to ensure they maximize profit and also contribute towards conservation efforts and other social responsibilities. This has been done through an initiative by the Northern Rangelands Trust Trading dubbed Livestock to Market. Through the program, livestock owners are able to keep off from middlemen who take undue advantage by determining animal prices by just looking at the animals.
Sangine adui iko pande ile na pande ile, sisi nasema wacha si ause ng'ombe, kwa maana sisi najua duka biashara, hakuna mgonjwa anachukua, hakuna adui anachukua.
NRT wanaongezea sisi pande ya conservancy fee, wanatuongezea 2,000, na baada ya sisi kutoa fee ya county ambao ni 300 na baki 2,700.
Today we are here at Merile Market buying for the pastoralists here. Over the last 5 years, we have bought 10,000 cattle from pastoralists in northern Kenya, providing them a route to market into Nairobi. This has benefited over 40,000 people. We have pumped over 350 million shillings into northern Kenya directly into households, and our conservancies have also benefited with over 20 million going into conservancies to aid conservation in northern Kenya.
The New Kenya Cooperative Creamery's new KCC has been urged to start buying milk from dairy goat farmers. Ndaragwa MP Jeremiah Kioni says most farmers, especially in Nyandarua County, were engaging in the lucrative dairy goat farming, and hence the new KCC should consider buying the produce from them. The lawmaker has noted that this was one area that the government can promote and boost the livestock sector to help farmers earn a living. Kioni at the same time urged farmers from his constituency to venture into dairy goat farming, since even the milk, which goes for 200 Kenyan shillings per kilo, is in high demand.
Hapa kwetu Daragwa saa zingine tuko na ukame sana. Watu wamekuwa wakijaribu kulisha mifugo aina ya ng'ombe, na imekuwa sio rahisi kwa sababu sehemu ile kubwa ya mwaka sisi huwa kumekauka zaidi.
Mbuzi ina consume only 4 kgs in a day. I think it will be better for everybody within my area, this is Karagoine, to raise goats instead of cattle, instead of raising hizi ng'ombe za kienyeji, hizi zebu ambazo ziko na maziwa lita 2, na ukitofautisha mbuzi inatupa lita 2 na ile pia inaleta lita 2.
Up next is a roundup of agricultural stories that have been making headlines in other parts of the world.
After travelling hundreds of kilometres through the bush, this herd can finally take a sip of water.
During the dry season, we always have a water problem. It rained earlier this year, so the ponds and watering holes were full, but the drought came back. The watering holes dried up, and we had to fall back on this well to give water to the animals.
The Fulani travel across West Africa all year round in search of the greenest pastures to feed their livestock. Ibrahim and his clan are Fulani Wadabi. The Wadabi are famous for travelling extremely long distances with their herds. But their ancestral way of life is threatened by the successive droughts that have hit the Sahel. At the centre of the Fulani people's pastoral life are their animals.
Our life is linked to breeding. Everything we have is thanks to breeding, and we take everything from what we have bred, from the animals. Everything we do depends on them. They are essential to us.
Rawada is the leader of this clan. In just 10 years, he has lost half of his cows. He doubts his children will be able to live off the livestock for much longer.
I don't think we can carry on breeding anymore. With climate change, things are becoming more complicated for us, not to mention what will happen for the generations to come.
Every year in Niger, an equivalent of over 110,000 football fields of grassland disappear because of desertification and soil erosion. Thousands of herders like Barker have lost everything. Increasingly long droughts and expensive grains have killed his herd. He has moved to the city with his wife and 5 children to try his hand at another trade. He now looks after the house of a wealthy man in Maradi, Niger's second largest city, but he is barely earning €30 per month.
We have had a number of problems in the city. We sometimes struggle to eat, unlike when we lived in the bush with the animals. In the city, my salary is so low that it doesn't cover our needs.
Faced with an influx of thousands of Fulani towards the cities, Niger's main livestock union has launched various programs in response. In Burmo, where droughts have been severe over the last few years, this dairy farm has enabled some 300 women to remain close to their families. Hadiza makes cheese and yogurt, which is sold on the local market.
Toute la place, s'il vous plaît. Je veux qu'il y ait du monde partout, que toute la place soit remplie de monde. Je veux plus rien voir de vide.
Là, il y a encore des gens qui arrivent, c'est impressionnant la masse que vous êtes. C'est fou. We are now in a new year and we have entered a new decade. And so far, during this decade, we have seen no signs whatsoever that real climate action is coming. And that has to change. Leaders and those in power, I would like to say that you haven't seen anything yet. You have not seen the last of us. We can assure you that.
On today's Sauti ya Mkulima, we feature 3 innovators from Murang'a County who are using technology in an effort to sustain food security, especially among urban dwellers.
We want to make agriculture fun so that we want to solve the problem of food security in the country. We want our country to be food secure. We want to create employment to the youths. We want to make this easy so that it can also be fun for the youths to venture into farming. So I can also encourage the farming. Ukulima si ushamba. You may also have another idea that can boost in achieving the Vision 2030, which one is food security and food sustainability in the country. Using a multi-story garden, you are able to grow crops and harvest throughout the year. You can use a multi-story garden to farm all over the country, from northeastern to coast, western, central, because it conserves water at first. You don't depend on rains. It only requires 20 liters of water, whereby you can be watering twice or once a week. You can also do a shade net to minimize the sunlight. Maybe you are in those semi-arid areas, and you're going to make. Also, we incorporate the drip. We also incorporate CCTVs in the farm so that you can be able to monitor your farm and also do other jobs.
The type of polythene we use is HDPE, which is very tough, and it has a thickness of 0.5 millimeter. It's able to withstand the pressures of the soil. And it comes as a roll. Then we split it into rings. That's when we stack them into 6 layers. We start with the bottom layer, which is 4.5 feet in diameter. And it reduces in 3 inches each terrace up the top one. It has many advantages because first, it uses less space, so it's economical on space. For in case of sukuma wiki or spinach, when you use the garden, we plant 120 plants, whereas in the conventional way, we just plant from 12 to 16 plants. And then it conserves water because the stacking improves the conservation of water. So not much water is lost through evaporation. So watering 120 plants with only 20 liters is very much economical.
Automation irrigation system. I've not given it that complicated name because now you can go to customers and start giving them very complicated names, and they are like, they've never had such a thing. So the name of the project is an automatic irrigation system. The system, its work is very simple. I have used a soil moisture sensor only and a small mobile phone, that is Kamwizi, if you have seen it. So the idea here I was trying to come up is, instead of designing a very complicated system, why can't I come with a simple system whereby it will be able to be controlled by every farmer, be it our grandpas or grandmas, young generation, everybody will have to use it. So the system uses a mobile phone and a soil moisture sensor, whereby the soil moisture sensor measures the amount of moisture present in the soil. So if the moisture is too dry, it has a display, so it will show you the content of the moisture. If it is too dry, you just take your mobile phone, you call the Kamwizi that I have incorporated in the system, and the moment now, if the moisture content is too dry, when you make a phone call, the system will automatically trigger itself and start doing the irrigation in your farm.
Now let's take a look at how different agricultural commodities are performing in different markets across the country. Now, it's just about that time where we sample feedback from you. And we'll start off with Bramwell Omondi from Siaya County. He says, I'm only asking you to tell me how to obtain carrots. Thank you so much, Bramwell from Siaya, for writing to us and giving us your feedback. For good quality seedlings, I would advise you to talk to an agrovet who is near you, who will be able to localize what kind of seeds you need and also on the kind of land that you want to do your farming on. Now, we also have somebody else who says, hey, KTN Farmers TV, I'm watching from Kisumu. I love your shows. I'm having a request. I'm planning to start chicken farming strictly for eggs. What are the requirements and capital? Thanks. Now, you didn't leave your name, but thank you so much for tuning to KTN Farmers TV and for sharing your feedback. When it comes to poultry farming, there are quite a number of things that you first need to consider. First of all, I would advise you to talk to an extension officer near your area, or even the people who have been doing poultry farming for quite a bit of time, just so that you can be able to understand the nits and grits of the business. Aside from that, you can watch our poultry farming show, which airs every Monday at 7 p.m. Now, we also have somebody else who says, I'm loving the country music after farming. We listen to Smoking Country. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your feedback. And we also have somebody else who says, when is the repeat of pig farming on KTN Farmers TV? Thank you for your feedback. Unfortunately, you didn't let us know your name or which county you reside in, but you must be referring to our Smart Pigs show, which airs every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Repeats happen on Thursday at 7:30 a.m. and on Friday at 1:30 p.m. Now, this is just a sample of the feedback that we have been receiving from you on our social media platforms, as well as on our SMS line, that is 22071 on your screen. If you'd like us to read your feedback here on KTN Farmers TV, be sure to let us know on any of those handles and also on our SMS line. Make sure that when you're sending in your feedback, tell us your name and which county you reside in. Thank you so much for joining me on today's bulletin. I'm Esther Gishuki, and I will leave you with the weather forecast.